Hey y'all, it's Amberlina and I'm back with another video. I'm not gonna keep y'all long with this one. I wanted to do a collective message just because Mercury retrograde is coming up, and I will have zodiac sign messages for Mercury retrograde posted on my Instagram, TikTok, Lemonade. I'll put the handle down below if you want to see like your specific sign, the messages that come out. But this is going to be a collective message for Mercury retrograde that's coming up. It's going to be March 15th through April 1st, and I believe that it's going to be in the sign of Aries from March 15th through April 1st. And you know, the shadow period has probably already begun now. I'm not an astrologer. I just do keep up with the energy just because I do feel like it helps, and I do feel like it aligns with certain things that be happening in the real world and in my own world, like personally. So if you're one of those people, like, just tap in with me, okay? Anyways, so the first card that came in for let me come back. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, Spirit, what are the messages that we are needed to hear for Mercury in retrograde that is coming up for March 15th through April 1st, 2025, or whenever they hear this message? Okay, the first card that came out was Harmony. And what I feel like with Harmony coming out first, I feel like a lot of this Mercury retrograde is going to have you reflecting how you show up in relationships and what certain relationships bring to you, what they drain from you. It just depends on what the situation is. But I feel like this doesn't even have to be this doesn't even have to be romantic, even though that card looks like that. It doesn't have to be romantic. This can be platonic. This can be with a hobby. This can be with a work situation. This could be with something you're trying to build, a business you're trying to build. Like, this is about you finding like that harmony and that flow, and like kind of digging up or like reviewing over the kinks or the hesitations that keep you from going after it. Especially with Mercury being in Aries, like in retrograde, like it's just giving, like, it's finding the balance, finding the flow, finding the blockages that come up for you during Mercury in retrograde, so that when Mercury in retrograde is over, like, you now have the insight within that trigger or within that blockage, like, to move past it, finding harmony within that. I'm seeing a lot of you guys also with this at the bottom, with solitude at the bottom. A lot of you guys are probably definitely wanting to spend this Mercury retrograde by yourself, or just using your solitude wisely, like using your time alone wisely, like not being like, not trying to fill the time with things. Like, that's what that's giving. That's what that's giving. I'm gonna pull one more oracle card, and then I want to get into tarot card. Excuse my TV. I don't know why she's talking right now. Ciao, what's going on, guys? What's going on? So yeah, Mercury retrograde, I feel like with this being harmony and this the heartache and loss coming out, also with the intuition at the bottom, what I'm feeling with this energy is, it's just like the things that are triggering you mentally, emotionally, or the things that hold you back from going after things, or from taking it easy, or from thinking that things could be easy for yourself, or even just going after things, even the things that are hard. You know, like, some stuff is supposed to be hard, you know, like, you're not supposed to breeze through every part of life, you know, all the time. And I feel like some of this reflecting is going to be hard, because I feel like some of you guys are either going to have to look in the mirror or just like come to terms with something that you already knew. You know, it's like you didn't want to know it, you didn't want it to be true, you didn't want to feel that way, but it's like, okay, like, it is what it is now, so now what? And I feel like that's what's giving. And I feel like with after Mercury retrograde, you're kind of just gonna be like, I don't know, it's like you found not a new way, but it's like you're kind of, once Mercury retrograde is over, I feel like this energy of like just feeling like, let me think. After Mercury retrograde is over, or during this Mercury retrograde season, I feel like you're going to learn how to find the balance between like trusting yourself and moving past the triggers that's within yourself, or moving past the triggers that happen with other people. But we'll dig more into it. I want to see what is something that you need to let go of for good. And this card just flew out. This is the Four of Pentacles. To me, this is giving like holding back. letting people play with your energy. This is giving you needing to take better care of your energy, or your time or your money or your finances during this time. Like, it's time to say goodbye of this habit of, you know what I'm getting with this. And you know it's crazy, y'all have high priestess again, second time. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this, because y'all very intuitive, and I feel like a lot of y'all, like, y'all intuitive gifts are going to pick up during Mercury retrograde season. But I feel like with this Four of Pentacles coming out as what needs to be let go of during this Mercury retrograde season, it's giving like you don't have to show everybody everything. Just because you accomplish something doesn't mean you have to show it to other people or show it at the time. Like, or I don't want to say like in a braggy way, but just like not everybody is happy for you all the time. And it's like you could feel that. So when I want to say with that is, don't share things until you're finished, or don't share things until you're ready to share them. It's like the vibe that I'm getting with that card. And also that's specific for somebody, not for everybody. But also what I'm getting with the Four of Pentacles as something to say goodbye to, it's just giving like being holding yourself up in the house and then wondering like why you don't make new friends or like meet new people. Some of you guys might actually want to stay in the house, so I could see this going both ways depending on who's watching this. I could see this going both ways, like staying inside and saving money. I got food at home, I got these at home, like enjoying my rent type of energy, like not blowing like the money that you've saved or not blowing the money that's coming in. I'm seeing like some of you guys are getting money or like getting like a reward or like a payout of some kind. Like this could also be your taxes, but like don't blow them, hold on to them, saving them. Yeah, like saving them and investing in your time wisely, investing your money wisely. Like no more like playing around, like I'm not even playing with myself no more. That's what I'm getting. Like, and then also what I'm getting is for like, it's like, okay, I wanted to see like what kind of memories would come up, and the card that came up is the Nine of Cups, but it came out kind of in reverse. And so to me, as this being a memory, it's like you kind of remembering like a time where like you had excess energy, excess money, excess funds, excess, I don't want to say F's to give, but it's like you actually was giving more F's than like you needed to. And it's like now you're like, it's like now ignorance is bliss, but that's what it was giving back then. Like it's like you could see how like blind to certain things you were, and now you're like, I hope this makes sense. It's like you were blind to certain things, but it's like now you're coming more into awareness of your emotions. You're coming more into awareness of your intuition. You're no longer like turning a blind eye to things. And also with that showing off like type of thing, like you don't got to show nobody what you did. Like you just show them, you don't got to tell nobody what you did. Like they gonna see it when you do it. They gonna see the results. The results are gonna speak for themselves. That's what it's giving. Like not so much working in silence, but like the results are gonna speak for themselves. And it's just like the memories are given a time where like you just felt like you could share everything with everybody, or you could be everywhere all the time. But it's like now you're realizing during this Mercury retrograde season where you need to pull some of your energy back, where you need to spend some more time with yourself, where you need to spend some more time like with your own emotions and validating your own self, experiencing things just because, offline, not always online type of thing, or just in general. Like sometimes for some of y'all, it's even y'all families like y'all shouldn't be sharing stuff with, because it's just like they're not going to appreciate it the way you do. And I could see you probably like just memories of like people not appreciating things the way that you do, or you can have memories of not appreciating yourself, like dang, I did not appreciate myself in those times. I did not big up myself. I did not validate myself. I did not see how good of a position I was in at that time, but I do now. Like it's giving like you really coming into a better gratitude practice based off of like the things you're starting to remember, or you're pondering on. The next thing I want to say is the next card that came out was the Queen of Wands. And to me, the Queen of Wands is saying like to bring back in this Mercury retrograde season, I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. That's what it's giving with Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands, like she's sexy, and the Queen of Cups at the bottom, like it's giving bodacious. It's giving like I'm that girl, like I don't have to look like what I'm going through. I can work this energy off. I can work out. I can switch whatever I need to. I can maneuver, change, and use my energy how I want to. She's also intuitive. Like, it made me think of that meme when it's like, girl, go light a candle or go say a prayer. Like, what you over here crying for? I don't even gonna say which, because not everybody like call themselves that, you know. I personally don't have an issue with the word, but I don't want to say that because I know some people don't, you know, and I want to be respectful for everybody. But like, you know, she is like that girl at a tarot. Like, she will work her magic. She will make something shake. She is like the perfect balance of feminine and masculine energy, where it's like she gonna get it done. Like, she ain't scary. She gonna speak her mind. She gonna handle whatever come her way, even a trigger, you know. She gonna turn that trigger into fuel. She gonna turn that trigger into an art piece, into a poem piece, into a book, into a new workout, to a new body. Who's this, you know? And I feel like the retrograde is saying, bring back that confidence, bring back that energy, bring back that self-validation, self-assurance, bring back the magic, bring back getting dressed. Just on a simple note, especially with that 9 of Cups, like, who are you getting dressed for? You. That also makes me think of like just showing off, or like not showing off, but like only doing things for people to see you, or only doing things like because people can see you. Like, what are you doing for you, you know? And I don't want nobody to take that the wrong way when I say that, because we all are in that energy, like in this society with Instagram and everything else. Like, we see everything all the time, but like, what are you doing for you? You know, what makes sense for you makeup wise? What makes sense for you spiritual wise? What makes sense for you relationship wise? Mercury retrograde is really getting you to tap in, like, what do you want? Like, getting clear on it. And you know what I love is that the lesson that the spirit, this is the lesson, this is the card that came up for the lesson. The Judgment card speaks about making decisions, answering the call. Like, you know, like, I heard you, I feel you, like, this is bothering me, so I'm gonna make the decision now to change this, and I'm gonna use my magic, I'm gonna use my resources, I'm gonna use what I got to get it done. Like, that's really what this Mercury retrograde is giving for a lot of us right now. It's just like making judgment calls based off your intuition, based off of healing certain triggers, based off of finding harmony within our relationships, within our relationship with ourselves, the relationship with our divine masculine and divine feminine energy. 1414, you know, somebody gonna see that number. 1414. But just what are we doing, like, with these triggers? What are we doing with these energies that's coming up? And I feel like the lesson in this Mercury in retrograde is really about like just blending it all together and alchemizing it and finding a way to make it fun, to make it healing. Not even just healing, but just make it fun. And so that way, when, like I said, when the Empress, slow down, Empress, cut that part out. Finding a way to overcome certain triggers and certain blockages in our relationships, with our intuition, with our goals, with how we manifest, how we work towards our goals, how we take practical steps, and how we validate and celebrate ourselves during those steps is giving, like, what is giving during this Mercury retrograde season in Aries. Ooh, you can help yourself this Mercury in retrograde season. Energy work, Reiki healing, focusing on a chakra each day, each week, eating your colors. I have my own Reiki sessions that I hold, and I'll post the information like on this page, like when they come about, but I do them on the new moon and the full moon, like taking that extra time to make sure your energy is balanced. Breath work. Also, rest. Yes, taking care of your body, taking care of yourself. Not only is the work gonna be mental, it's spiritual, it's gonna be physical as well. Like, a lot of y'all are gonna be working on y'all body goals, working on like something that's gonna need your full attention, that's need your energy. So rest when you can. Take the slow moments as a time to rest during retrograde season, because that is what the point is, you know, is to slow down, so that way when it's time to go, it's time to go. Like, tell me when to go, E40. Anyways, I'm showing my age, probably. So yeah, this a lot of you guys could be turning 30 during Mercury retrograde season, or planning for your big 30 that's coming up. I don't know why that 30 is standing out to me, but this is saying look for fairies. You could be really into the fairy folklore like me, and just like the wings of things, making yourself cute, making things as Queen of Wands, like making yourself feel pretty, looking for reasons to be optimistic throughout the day. I'm telling you, when you look good, you feel good. When you get some sun, you feel good. When you see a pretty butterfly, pretty flowers, when you are looking around for things beautiful things in your life. Like I'm telling you, the day feels so much better when you start looking for things, for the omens, for the signs, for the synchronicities. Especially some of y'all are gonna have y'all are gonna have your own signs that come up, that just that's between you and your ancestors, you know, that's between you and them. And it's like, that's your grandma, that's your mama, that's, I don't know, who that is. It's like you also are sharpening your intuition during retrograde season in that way as well. Like, hey spirit, ooh, you know what I just thought about? Some of y'all probably gonna do like color walks. Like, hey spirit, like, show me a red sparrow, or not a red sparrow. Is that even a thing? But show me like, show me a bee as confirmation. Show me a penny for confirmation. It's like you'll be asking for specific things, like show me a sign that I can't miss, spirit. And it's like you're developing your intuition in that way, building harmony with you and your ancestors in that way. So that way you have like specific cards, specific ways, specific angel numbers that mean something to you. That's what I'm seeing is kind of like forming over this, especially with the high priestess coming in so many times. I feel like that's also what's happening too. Music, sound bowls. Some of y'all really gonna be getting into music, not just sound bowls or like energy music, but like even like subliminals, but like also just like making really good playlists to work out to dance workouts, like really moving that energy out. It doesn't have to be solemn. Not everybody can sit still like that. Like, move it out if you feel like it's hard to sit still, or you feel restless during this Mercury, like you want to move, do something. You could take small inspired action. You could take small workouts. You could do, just don't try to do everything all at once, but you can still make small steps. You can still plan and get the kinks out, working the kinks out type of energy. That's what I'm getting. Woo. Last card I'm gonna pull for Mercury retrograde is giving 9999. Lessons learned, culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. Period. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. Didn't I say that with that memory? Like, ooh, excuse me, confirmation burp. Ooh, sorry, confirmation burp again. And the 9 of cups is a 9, in reverse. And that was that memory, like remembering who you was, remembering how you got here, remembering being grateful for the lessons and how you got here, how the triggers turn into blessings. The lessons turn into blessings, Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goal. Man, this message is probably for me. I've been getting this a lot, to stay optimistic, because man, I could get in my head and like, ooh, girl. And then it says, maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it and the reward goes to you. Look at that typo. Don't that give Mercury retrograde already? Why to say yo? Look at that typo already. Man, 9s could be really significant. 9s, 2s, 3s. 909, new beginnings, a great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, and a big love. Look for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. A new venture will unravel. I'm telling you, when this is all over and done with, and Mercury retrograde is over, and you kind of sit back and reflect, you're going to be like, dang, like, I'm not scared of this no more. This doesn't affect me no more. This don't trigger me in this way no more. I don't need you to tell me about myself no more, because I understand me in a deeper sense, and I'm still that girl, Queen of Wands. That's what I'm getting for Mercury in retrograde. So yeah, like, I can't wait to see you guys' transformation. I can't wait to see how this Mercury retrograde like really helps us review, renew, reconstruct, rebuild our intuition, our spiritual practices, our physical practices, our financial practices. Like, I really want to use this energy, and I want all of y'all to use this energy in a way to grow. Okay. All right, I'll see y'all in the next video. I love y'all so much. And like I said, if you want more specific message, like for your zodiac sign or your element, I will have those posted up soon, either before this comes out or after it comes out, or the same time. I don't know. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Bye.